Welcome, everybody, and thank you for joining us for episode 29 of Insert Coin to Play. With speaking as always is Greg, and with me today is Ariel.
What's going on, guys?
And Cheech.
What's up?
As you can hear, I'm rusty. We haven't done this for a while. A lot of great news in the past couple of weeks. Plus, it's the middle of the holiday season. A lot of great games. So let's just jump into it. I've been playing WoW, but you don't want to hear about WoW. Fuck WoW. Cheech is tired of WoW. I'm getting tired of WoW, but I still play it pretty often.
I'm in the process of reevaluating my life here and just trying to cut it off.
But we're here to talk about the games, and I know Ariel's been pretty deep in new games, and Cheech too. No, we'll get to that because I know both of you played Titanfall.
Yeah.
I don't know which one of you beat it.
Oh, we both
but
did.
Cheech, you did both did.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. See, but both of you never didn't play Battlefield 1, right?
No, it is to the carts. I just saw the Xbox One had a sale on it, but I'm waiting for the PS4 Pro version to go on sale. Hopefully.
Okay. Yeah. Oh shit. There's so much. All right, we'll jump straight into this one first. Red Dead Redemption 2, because I don't think we even mentioned that last time.
Yep.
Yeah, it's been that long. Wow.
It's been that long. This is what happened when WoW takes over two of the people that do the cast and just forget about it.
It's because Red Dead Redemption and the Switch were the same day. Don't forget.
Yeah, that's right.
That's why we didn't even get to talk about it. And so Red Dead Redemption 2 looks good. It's a teaser. We probably get the real trailer, I would say, either April or E3. Cheech, are you excited about it?
I never played the first one, so I can't really say that I'm excited about it. I will probably play the first before it releases, with the Xbox One backwards compatibility system, and I'll take it from there. But I can't really say that I'm extremely excited about it, just because I haven't played the first one. I don't know what the hype is about.
Okay. How about you, Ariel? You ever played Red Dead?
I bought it for PS3, and then I played it maybe for 15 minutes until I was like, nope, not doing it. But this goes hand in hand with the whole aliasing issue I have, So I was just like, I'll probably not play this for now.
Your PC master race has taken over.
It's not even that, so it's too distracting for me. I'm excited for Red Dead 2, mostly because of the fact that I've been watching Westworld, and I'm like, crap, man, I want to get into a Western sort of game now, so it's perfect timing for me. So hopefully, it's a great game, and maybe they'll do a remaster, or finally they'll do the PC release of the first one. Who knows? But something that'll allow me to play the game.
Don't spoil Westworld, because I still haven't watched it, even though a lot of people have been talking about it.
I'm only in the first 2 episodes.
It's getting good.
It's getting good?
Yeah.
All right. How about Cheech? Your first 2 episodes. What are your impressions? I hear the first episode was slow.
First episode was slow. Second episode, things started going oh shit, this is happening. I'm interested of continuing the saga of it, but this is the whole part of me slowing goddamn WoW, because I have way too much stuff. I actually have a whole list of anime that I was supposed to see this season. I haven't touched a single one. And then we have the shows such as Westfall, which is pretty good, and all these games coming up. So this is a focus period here. Even my dog is tired of me seeing me sit on the computer all night.
Yeah. Well, you play what you love, and we've been loving WoW for a bit. Even though they release new content, it's still a burn. It's a slow burn because of how much.
Yeah.
You don't have to farm, but it's you want to get your character better.
Yeah.
It's the endless grind, man.
It's the endless grind of an MMO.
Mm-hmm. But maybe it'll change, considering that with the PS4 Pro, which we all have.
Final Fantasy in 2 weeks. Yeah.
Final Fantasy. Pokemon.
Time, man.
Pokemon is going to be out by the time this cast is out.
Oh yeah.
Of course, mine isn't coming out. I don't get mine until Tuesday.
Preloaded already, digital. Hell yeah, baby.
Yeah, but it's because I opted for the steel case from Amazon, and it comes with both games. So I was just like,
yeah, that's
I'll
good.
Wait. So I'll wait that out. I like Pokemon, but I'm not as hardcore as you, Cheech, or some other people that I know. I know one person who actually caught everything, like legit. And he goes to like all the different events.
Yeah, I have a person at work that is the same way, and he's completely crazy about all the mathematics behind it, and he actually does tournaments and whatnot. So he'll be interested. I'd say this much. I'd say this much. I haven't been excited of a Pokemon game since Red and Blue. This one seems to be innovating in a lot of ways.
I was just about to mention that. Like, that's the game where when I think about Pokemon, I think about Red and Blue. Because as a kid, I spent so much time just hunched over my Game Boy, man, just playing that crap.
And, based on the reviews and whatnot, this seems to be it's going to be like a fresh experience when it comes to Pokemon. So I'm interested. I mean, when I played the demo, I was like, I like what I see. Seems okay. The whole move system that they did, they revamp a lot of stuff. They rebalance a lot of abilities. So it'll be interesting how they take it from there. It's apparently one of the best plot in the series. So that's another thing to look forward to.
Yeah, if you guys ever played the demo, which you can still download.
And you get a free Pokemon, guys.
You get a free Ash Greninja.
Yep. Wow.
And you get to fight two badass team. Oh shit, what's their name? Team Skull, right?
Yeah, Team Skull.
Yeah, Team Skull, who looks like they're rapping all the time.
Yeah,
I find it hilarious. Cheech, which one are you gonna play, Sun or Moon?
I will be playing Sun just because it should be the least played because everybody's getting Moon because the Legendary looks better. And also because of the fact that Moon has a 12-hour difference, so when it's actually nighttime in the real world, it will be daytime. So I guess people prefer that. But also Sun has, I like the cat. Looks nice, the Legendary. But not to mention, you have the Ninetale Eevee. I want that one. Ninetale, Naruto, get it? Ninetale.
Yeah. And he's the ice one. The ice Ninetale.
Yep.
The Aloha version.
Yep.
How about you, Ariel? Which one are you playing?
I'm picking up Sun. I mean, in terms of how I decide what I'm going to get with regard to Pokemon, it just comes down to what cover I like best. In this case, I like the cover for the Sun one. So that's what it's based on.
Oh, nice. I'm just going to flip a coin when I get them.
Just see what you get first.
Yeah. Heads will be Sun, tails will be Moon. Whatever it lands on is what I'm playing.
Hopefully it's Moon. That way, we could trade something. Since we're both playing Sun over here.
Just using me.
I just made a decision for you.
Alright, so since we're all this excited about Sun and Moon, the Switch. Switch was this has been leaked for several months now, where it's a hybrid home console that you can actually pull out and play it on the go with detachable controllers.
You could pull it out with touchable controllers.
Yeah. Right?
Couldn't have made that sentence better.
I know Ariel has been talking more about it than you, Cheech, about it.
I'm skeptical.
Right, Ariel? You're skeptical?
I'm skeptical.
All right, we'll go with the negative news. So you're skeptical. We'll go with that first.
It's not much of a negative news. I'm just skeptical because the system has such great potential. The fact that you could just play the game at home and continue to play the game wherever the heck you go, and it's console quality game on the go, sounds goddamn awesome. Like, imagine playing Zelda or the next platforming Mario in there or Mario Kart. It seems good. Now, the problem with this is the feature that might be the selling point of this device, which is the on-the-go, might kind of run a little short because either I foresee battery problems, and if the leaks are right, it just not make sense, which is 2-3 hours. It's just not enough for a system that kind of being advertised as, hey, that's my niche. Take me out and play with friends, based on the trailer. And also, what kind of games are we going to get? Hopefully we get some heavy-duty games, not some run-down mobile games type of thing. I mean, it seems like Nintendo's doing the right things in terms of trying to lock down third-party support. And the partnership with NVIDIA, I mean, as per NVIDIA said, the when it comes to porting games should be extremely easy from like Xbox One to PS4 and the Switch. So let's see. I mean, I'm a little skeptical. I need to see a little more of it. And then, I mean, it comes down to I will buy it no matter what. It's a freaking Nintendo system. Who doesn't? But I'm still kind of skeptical of the capabilities of it.
All right. Yeah, I mean, the balance of the having it portable and not, having a home console, the power difference. Because the screen is supposed to be like 720p, and the balance of the battery life. Like, I guess if your commute is kind of short, my commute is about like 40 minutes. Mostly on the train, it's about like 15-20 minutes. So it's not that optimal for me. But Cheech, you're on the bus for how long? You're on the bus for a good 40 minutes, aren't you?
Good 40 minutes, and the train, that's another 15. So I mean, at least 2 hours going and coming altogether. So yeah, I mean, that's gonna get close. And if I decide to play during lunch at work, then it's like,
Yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of information to be released on it. Obviously, they're going to be doing the next announcement in January, I think it was.
Yes.
So hopefully we'll get into the meat of what this hybrid console, mobile device will be by then. But in terms of what it is now, like based on that trailer alone, I don't think I've been that excited for a Nintendo console anything in ages, man. Like in such a long time. And then when I saw that trailer, I was just like, yep, they got me, man. They got me. Because my thing with Nintendo, right, is they were always kind of like the underperforming brand in a way. I mean, they have some of the best, if not the best, first-party games out there. But oftentimes it's you kind of rely just on that, where in the console space at least. And then on the opposite end, they led the handheld space with the 3DS, the Game Boys, you name it. Nintendo's always been on top when it comes to that. And there's always so many great games that come out for handheld where I'm just like, well, I'd like to, play them, but I don't really prefer sitting down and playing on a handheld device as much as I enjoy either being in front of a screen or something like that. So that's where I'm super excited for this. The possibility of playing, the next Pokemon game or, the next Fire Emblem game, not just on the smaller screen per se, but, realized further to an extent where it's now, something that you can play on your screen. Just that capability alone is enough to get me excited for it. Because, yeah, the Wii U kind of does it to an extent, but they do it to where some games make use of the screen, other games it's kind of like a menu system and things like that, right? So ultimately this is like what the Wii U kind of should have been. And I think that's where I'm most excited with it. I'm hoping it goes well for them.
Yeah, I'm a little excited just because of the fact that it's a 2-in-1. Smash Brothers, I bought it both for the 3DS and then I bought it for the Wii U. And by the time I was done playing it with the 3DS, I was just burnt out. Like, the Wii U version, it's good. It's the same thing, it's just better graphics. And just having it as one system just feels a little bit better. And yeah, Nintendo never was about all that power. It was more about, accessibility and just having fun with their games. That's why I want to say accessibility with how the Wii was, just because, it's supposed to be like a simple motion. So even your grandmother can play and throw your controller at your TV. But, less buttons, all motion. But after a while, it does get tiring. So that's why a lot of people were just like, I think after a while, they just stayed away from the Wii. Also, it was cheap. That's why I think it was sold really well. It was only like $250.
Mhm.
And the
Well,
rumors for this one.
Yeah, that's where they're kind of this is another point where it could be really big for them also, because it seems based on the rumors, that they're targeting or a $200 to $250 price range, which is kind of crazy. But I'm all for it. The cheaper it is, the better for me, man. I ain't complaining.
Yeah. If it's 300, I'm gonna go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Cheech, how about you?
Like I said earlier, I mean, no matter what, I'm buying it. It's the Nintendo system. I want my Zelda, I want my Mario, I want my Metroid, I want my Pokemon, and that's the only system that will give it to me. So, I mean, I would prefer the price to be under 300, but I will buy it nonetheless.
Okay. Rumor is though, Zelda is not a launch game.
Yes, I heard that. So I'll be interested in how they pull that off. But they did say that the launch game will be and should come out with a system is the new Mario platform. Which, to be honest, Mario has been more of a system seller than Zelda when it comes to that. When it comes to Nintendo.
Yeah, it's always been the case, I would say.
So yeah, most a lot of the old school system like the NES or regular Nintendo, when they did come out, they came out bundled with Mario, which helped it sell. So. Yeah, we kind of pretty of a smart idea for Nintendo to say, okay, hey, let's bundle it together and let's see what happens.
Yeah, that'd be good. Wait, what? Yeah, sorry. What? Lost Odyssey is a free download right now on Xbox One.
Huh?
I gotta check this out. Lost. I think it's a T-shirt. No. Thank you for a great year. Download this tee to get a free Xbox One digital entitlement to Lost Odyssey. Oh, I guess it is.
What? Wait, hold on. Breaking news, guys.
Yeah. So, if this promotion just started now, this might actually carry till tomorrow, but I'm going to link it here. And you can check that out. But, yes, maybe it's free Lost Odyssey. So, if you guys are listening to this tomorrow, and if this deal is still up, it says till November 30th.
Yeah, so should be good.
Yeah. Ariel's been raving about this game, and he hates how Microsoft didn't do it until after he sold his Xbox.
Dude, honestly, it was my favorite Xbox 360 game. I love that game. I mean, I haven't played it in years, but my memory serves right. It should still be, a great game.
Yeah. I actually have it too, so I'm gonna test this out, see if this works. But I'm gonna do it after the show.
Tell you what,
so
I already did.
If you had to choose between that game or Final Fantasy 13, definitely tell you Lost Odyssey. 10 out of 10 times.
Well, yeah, never mind. I heard 13 wasn't that good. I wanted to try to play it before Final Fantasy 15, but. No, I didn't have a chance for that.
I've always said I felt like Lost Odyssey was the game that Hironobu Sakaguchi would have made as the next Final Fantasy game had he not left Square Enix. Or Squaresoft. Yeah. I don't know what it was at the time. I think it was Square Enix at that point.
Okay. So it was already after they acquired Enix.
Yeah, when he started Mistwalker or whatever. But yeah, I don't know, it's great.
It's going to be great.
So yeah, the Switch. Excited. I would say excited. We'll find out more news about it on
January. They have
January.
They have a whole conference for it.
So that's gonna be good. And what also is in January is the CES. It's usually in January at the end of.
More 4K HDR TVs.
Yeah. More HDR TV news. Maybe HDR monitors.
What I'm looking forward to out of this CES, I would say, is what NVIDIA is going to do. Because rumors have been everywhere. Like, I don't know whether they're going to do a TI anymore, because there's rumors saying that Volta is now being pushed up from 2018 to 2017. I don't know what's happening, but I'm definitely intrigued, and I want to know what they're doing.
More so than just a TI?
Yeah, I mean, screw TI at this point. Give me Volta, man. Because the reason I say that is because considering how Titan and Pascal is performing, which is good, but it's still not at the point where you can essentially keep 4K kind of max settings at 60 frames. So I would think you would be able to get there more so with the next card, or that they're putting out. So hopefully that's what's coming out. I'd be excited for that. And maybe some HDR monitors for our computers, because what the fuck, man?
Yeah. Oh, what if this is mind-blowing news? Since the Switch uses the Integra chip, which is almost the same as the one in the NVIDIA Shield TV, they're like, oh, and for an extra bonus, you can stream your PC stuff to your Switch.
That's
That'd be
been
pretty tight.
That's been a rumor too.
That'd be pretty crazy.
So that'd be nuts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is the funny about all this. This is the company. This is the company that bashed the living hell out of consoles. Now,
Yeah.
what do they want to do now? They want a piece of that gold mine, right? God damn it, NVIDIA.
Hey, it's because they lost the bidding for the consoles to AMD.
That's why they were sore. And then that's why they
That's why they're sore.
they started, oh yeah, consoles are blah, 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 blah. And look at them now. Praising how good and how much work they put up into the Switch.
Well,
it's going to be
they should
amazing.
know. They're just too expensive. That's what it comes down to.
And, I mean, honestly, there's so much money they can make off the PC market. I'm pretty sure it's stagnant right now. I mean, they did broke. They had a breaking quarter 3 in terms of revenue and whatnot, but it was not being led by PC gaming at all. It was mostly being led by the data servers and and their deal with Nintendo.
Okay.
So,
consoles are still going to have a life.
Oh, consoles are not going
4
anywhere.
years.
I mean, think about it. Like in terms of the business in itself. If you're a company that develops graphics hardware, I mean, just look at the amount of PlayStations and Xboxes out there. Right? PlayStation 4s and Xbox Ones. How many of your graphics cards would be in those? It's mad money.
Yeah,
so much money.
I mean, the NVIDIA feeds off the console no matter what, because like Ariel said, these games are being made on a PC most of the time. So these are the cards they use in their computers. And consoles, they're not going anywhere. I mean, people are still buying this thing like it's candy, and the Xbox One S has been selling very well. The PS4 Pro, as far as we know, should be selling pretty damn well. There's a lot of people out there, and these two consoles now are actually moving 4K TVs and HDR forward too, because most people that are buying these consoles are also buying a TV. So it's kind of interesting how this is going. So the money's there, people want to buy them, people want to upgrade. So consoles are not going anywhere anytime soon. They're still make. I mean, didn't Microsoft make like $3 billion of freaking gaming like last quarter? That's a lot of money. So whoever tells you, hey, yeah, we're not, consoles are dead, I'm like, no, you're wrong.
I mean, the console market is just changing, man. What scares me most is not that consoles, that quote unquote rumor of consoles are going away, blah blah. It's that mobile gaming just keeps getting bigger and bigger. That's what worries me, man.
Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting thing. I mean, this is the thing. The reason why I always go from PC gaming to consoles, I always do this. And I mean, honestly, to be honest, PC gaming for me, and I'm gonna be clear with this at this point, PC gaming for me means World of Warcraft, because that's the only goddamn game I play there. I try playing any other game, I cannot finish it. I actually buy the same game on a console and I'll finish it. And I'm guessing this is because I'm probably getting older and I work all day on a picking PC. I just don't want to be in a PC anymore. I just want to lay down. I have a nice goddamn 4K TV there in front of me. Why not use it? But a lot of times, and you could, I guess, at this point you could agree with me. A lot of freaking games lately they're coming out crappy ports. Look at
Mafia 3,
Dishonored, all these games, and
those are just games that just came out messed up on everything.
Well, they play a lot better.
But just in general, yeah, it's been a pretty bad, shitty year for PC gaming in terms of ports. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the way.
It all started with Batman. I'll point that out. Batman and WB.
This is the way I put it on. At the end of a console generation, PC gaming tends to shine, and that's because at this point, PC gaming is already brute forcing everything that they could throw at. Now, during the mid cycle of it, PC gaming tends to struggle a little bit just because everything is being completely optimized, metal to the metal, on a console. So all these games and everything, all the memory, everything's being made for it, tailored by it. So when they port it to PC, it's kind of hard for the Gundam PC to brute force it. So then, they don't put as much research and resources into it. So you get a shit port, and that happens almost every mid cycle of any console.
Yeah, and it's been happening more and more, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So, and if HDR is as awesome as you guys say, I probably might just go back to consoles for a bit.
HDR is it's pretty eye-opening. I'm pretty sure Ariel got a piece of that now. But HDR makes more of an impact than the resolution itself.
I agree. I definitely agree with that.
I still wish, Ariel, that you have freaking Forza Horizon. Because that game, once... I believe you're picking up your TV this weekend, right, Greg?
Yeah, hopefully.
That game,
anything, it might be Sunday.
That should be your benchmark game for the HDR. Just put that up in there, and you're gonna be like, "Holy shit!" Like, look at the skybox. Like, look.
The game that did it for me. Surprisingly, the very first game that I played on the freaking PS4 Pro, where I was thinking about it too, and I kind of had no choice because I was downloading a bunch of games all at once, so I had to wait regardless.
First Light.
And this game, however, it was a small game. An old game that was done for PS4 Pro with HDR support. Wait, does he have
Ratchet
HDR?
And Clank.
I don't even know.
Ratchet and Clank?
No. Res Infinite.
Oh wow, Res.
Yeah, Res.
Damn.
And I didn't even go straight into the classic Res. I went into the new stage that they did, Area X, for the remaster of the game. So it's improved visuals and everything. And I wanted to do that because it's so colorful and everything. And again, it was the most recent game I played on PS4 before the Pro. And it was still vivid in my mind. So I was just like, let me, go right into that one. And I went into Area X on that thing. And I was like, God damn, man. This looks amazing. It looks amazing. Like, all the colors just pop. It's like she said, it's hard to kind of describe because it's really something that you have to see to understand the improvement that HDR provides to games. But when there's color, the colors shine, man. Especially in something like that. Even First Light, though, all the abilities just look amazing in HDR. They look so much better. In Uncharted, I would say it's not as pronounced as the other games. It seems like it was an afterthought, considering it's they just wanted games out there.
Yeah.
And I would say the same thing for The Last of Us. The HDR there, it's good, but it's nothing amazing. But First Light, Ratchet and Clank, Res, those were games where I was like, man, this is awesome.
Okay. Res, it says it did native 4K.
Yeah, they didn't do HDR?
No, I didn't see HDR. Maybe they did, but I'm trying
to
go
that's another thing that Cheech and I were discussing with you previously, that even the games that don't have HDR support, well, considering what we have is the KS8000 from Samsung.
Yeah.
It still enhances
that's
those games because of the luminescence that it kind of pushes. Yeah. So even so, it looks amazing, man.
And this is still a big selling point for console gaming, because even when HDR monitors do come out, they're not gonna have the luminescence that the TVs have or pushing. It's not gonna be close to it. So it's gonna be interesting because most of these colors and whatnot, it just pops better.
You
on
think
TV.
So though? Because well, I don't know. I would think that This is what I'm thinking. I don't think they're going to tackle HDR10. I think they're going to go with Dolby Vision for most PC monitors. This is what I'm thinking, at least.
Well, that should be the standard, and that will be the standard for these TV eventually. Because
that one's 12,000 nits, I think it is.
They're actually gonna firmware update most of these TVs for when that becomes a standard. Apparently, the K8000 might be one of them that will be firmware update into it. Because they're really looking into it. I mean, it's just a limitation with the HDMI, very basically.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting how they're gonna push that out. But we're trying to see. I mean, right now, we're not even seeing a good raw definition of HDR game yet, because we're not even utilizing the full 10 bits display.
I think the first game we're going to see it with, honestly, it's going to be Horizon.
Yeah, that would be one. Yeah, Horizon would be a nice benchmark there. So
not what Days Gone By.
Well, that comes out later on.
It comes out later on. Yeah.
And speaking of games coming on later on, I'm sad that Persona 5 has been pushed back till April.
Yeah.
April 2nd. But they have a shitload of games coming out.
Yeah.
Like
I was thinking about
January
that too,
and February. Yeah. You got Yakuza. You got Horizon. You got Berserk is actually coming out like at the beginning of the month. And my friend got the Japanese version of Berserk, and he loves it.
That's
the
Musou game, right? It's kind of like a Dynasty Wars game.
Yes, and it's bloody as all hell, like the anime. And he's just like he's loving it.
Yeah, the anime was freaking great. I saw that.
He said that I don't know. It definitely goes past the Golden Age and further into the manga. But he goes, it has the full Golden Age arc. So if you haven't seen the movies before watching that anime, you can actually just play the game and get like a basis of the story.
Crazy story.
Yeah. So even though it got pushed back, maybe I'm gonna get that Berserk game because I heard that was really good.
I'm interested. But we also can't forget about Scalebound, which is coming out early next year also. So there's quite a few games. It's gonna be good. So I'm okay with the delay. I know Greg was probably the one who was most excited for the game than the rest of us, but it's kind of one of those games that's at the top side of most people's list.
I've been watching the trailers more. I've been actually watching the latest trailer that came out with this week, and I'm actually getting interested about it. So I might actually pick it up on release.
Which one?
Persona.
Mm-hmm. Persona?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've been trying to play the
Golden.
The dancing.
Oh, Dancing All Night.
Dancing All Night. Yeah. It's the thing. That's the thing about the Persona games. Even if they're not the RPG, there's a lot of that and a lot of text. So it's kind of a grind.
Oh man, I have to mute my mic there for a second.
Yeah, we heard all that.
Cheech, there's a fire.
It's not my house, so that matters.
All right, so since it's the holiday season, if you were to recommend one game, we'll do it by month. If you had to recommend one game that came out in September, what would it be? Cheech, you can go first.
That came out in September?
Yeah. Come on, you know this. I know what you're gonna say.
I'm gonna go on a upball here. Titanfall.
No, that's October.
God damn it. What?
September, I was going to say Forza.
Well, maybe September, yes. Forza Horizon. Forza Horizon definitely is up there.
Yeah, Forza's really good.
Especially if you have a slim and a 4K HDR TV. You have to get it.
And Ariel, I know you picked up some games. Do you know anything that came out in September?
September? I'm trying to think, man. It feels like so long ago now.
I know, just because... No, that was August. That was August 30th.
Hey, so
what was?
There was a patch.
World of Warcraft.
Crap.
All right. We'll skip September. October was the big month. Because October, you had Gears, Battlefield, Titanfall. And... Okay, you say Titanfall.
Out of all the shooters, they actually are doing something unique. This campaign was amazingly unique. It's just too bad that EA decided to fuck their own way.
And what did the owner of Respawn say?
Pretty much what I just said.
Whatever the fuck that means.
Oh. So yeah, we talk a lot about the games even off the show, and they've talked Titanfall 2 up so well that I'm actually gonna pick it up like Black Friday weekend. I think that's when I can find it the cheapest. But yeah, I want to actually pick that up. I was thinking either that or Ariel had another option. He said pick up Infinite Warfare.
Yeah. Because for me, like, I don't like with shooters. I don't necessarily care too much about the online multiplayer aspect. I know that's a thing for a large amount of people, but I think it comes down to the generation we grew up with. That we grew up with a lot of single player games, and that's kind of stuck with me since. Where I'll prefer the single player campaign over whatever they have to offer online, for the most part. So when I compared my experience with Titanfall, with Infinite Warfare, I was like overall because Titanfall is fun, man. That's the thing, it's fun, and I enjoyed Titanfall much more on foot than I did in the mechs. Eventually, because I don't know, I always felt that when I was in one of the mechs, I was like being held back. If that makes any sense, because it's like you're kind of strapped down, and when you're fighting the other Titans, you just don't have the same mobility and freedom that you did on foot. And unfortunately, I didn't get to play it online, and I'm sure it translates well, but the campaign was fun as hell, man. And then the relationship between BT and I forgot the main character's name. Was pretty good. I feel like they try to pack in a story as best as they could within a certain time, and there were some really cool characters in there by way of the villains and stuff that you fight, but they never really explored it much, which is where on the story front I felt like it lacked a little. But overall, I had a great time playing it too, playing the campaign, man. I even started one on the hardest difficulty. I didn't get around to finishing it, but I definitely recommend that game, and it's a lot of fun. Now, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, on the other hand, I thought the campaign was great, man. It's tried and true, Call of Duty gameplay for the most part, with hints of like what Titanfall is doing. They just don't really push that very much, but the story is good because of the character development. It's really good, and the way it kind of pans out in the end, I was like, man, that was actually a pretty good story. So in terms of a narrative, if you're somebody who goes more for campaign stories and stuff like that, Call of Duty is pretty freaking good. Overall, the package, though, probably Titanfall.
Probably Titanfall.
Yeah, like the whole package, including online and everything else, because it seems like people are saying that the Call of Duty online is kind of lacking and stuff. So
it's all about BT.
Well,
so that matters.
Yeah, there's.
Well, in Call of Duty, you got your cool ass robot friend, whose name I already forgot, but whatever, he was awesome.
Yeah, you will never forget about BT, though.
Yeah, but yeah, for campaign, Call of Duty's fine. It's good.
But, I mean, there's so many shooters. Look, you had Gears of War. 4 people are playing that still. Battlefield, a lot of people playing that. Then you had Titanfall and Modern Warfare this month. So
yeah,
it's packed. Everyone's spread out.
Don't spread too
people
much.
Love the Yeah, people love the campaign for Battlefield 1, from what I hear, and they kind of love the throwback. Remember how popular it was at E3? So.
Yep.
Too many games.
Battlefield is doing really well right now, though. Really, really well.
Yeah, I want to see how the campaign plays out, because I hear a lot of good things about that too.
I want to get it, but that's the thing. I'm going to get it just for the campaign, because I know I'm not going to play it online. I'm going to be like, yeah, I'll play it online and never do it. But like the campaign seems kind of fragmented. And I don't know if there's like a proper through line in it. I don't know. I'm just kind of skeptical about the campaign thing. Even though they're saying good things about it. I'll probably check it out on like a sale or something.
Okay. Speaking of, games and things in the future. So there's an interview with Spencer. Is this with Spencer? Yes. Where he was discussing the price for Scorpio.
Mm-hmm.
There's an article on GameSpot, which they got from Level Up. He's saying how you know, the
Is this
Scorpio is
the
going to be
premium?
It's going to be a premium system with a premium price.
Yeah.
I'm still sticking with my $600.
Yeah, that
Yep.
sounds about right.
Yep. I think that's going to be like the minimum, $600. I don't see it being any less than that.
They're going to add like an SSD, and then with 6 teraflops, let's say.
Because here's the thing, right? When you say premium console, premium experience, I'm thinking they're going to package the premium freaking machine. Like, you know, I don't think it's just going to be the Scorpio. I think it's also going to be an Xbox One Elite controller. You know, at least that's what I'm thinking. Because if you want to provide the customer who's putting in all this money into the premium console experience, I would think they're going to give you, you know, the premium accessories as well. So,
you know, if it's that good, I probably won't even upgrade my computer anymore. You know, with how good you guys are saying HDR is, and then how these consoles are, it's like, I'll probably just start buying games on my
Scorpio.
systems. Oh, well, you know, Pro first, then Scorpio.
Yeah, right now I'm buying every game, every third-party games. And Pro, I mean, there's no point in me getting and Slim on the S. I'll keep it for the exclusives for now.
Yeah. And then if there's anything that I want to like retro keep, I'll just trade those games in and get it for PC, so I can play them again later on.
See, for me, it kind of it's going to have to be PC still. Because although the consoles are getting to places that we've never seen them before, you know, where they're starting to push further towards what PC delivers. The thing with PC is that, you know, to an extent, you know what you're getting in terms of what you're customizing. Right now, there doesn't seem to be a standard in place. I mean, with PlayStation 4 Pro coming in first, and I don't know if Microsoft is going to adopt one either, considering it seems like they're doing the same thing, where it's up to the developers, you know. And to an extent, I can't say that I like it, because as we can see now, we have certain developers doing one thing. You don't necessarily know what you're getting with a game unless you yourself go and look it up. You know, I see it as kind of an issue. Like, one game is only 4K, the other one has 4K and HDR. One game has 1080p, 60, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's like, I don't know what I'm getting.
Well, it's the same thing with PC. Saying one game will run well, one game looks like shit.
Well, that's with performance so much as, like, you know, if I'm going to run it at 4K, I'm going to run it at 4K with HDR on and all these features enabled, or, you know, whatever. The thing is, with these consoles right now, or Pro, I feel like I don't necessarily know. Like, to find out what is enabled in what game, yeah, I had to go online and find out, you know. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, but it's, you know, for, like, is this something that they should be putting on the covers? Like, this is what this has. But even then, it's like, I don't know. I want to be able to customize it, you know, or make changes to it, or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah. You get the option to choose what you want.
Yeah, not only that, but if I set it at 4K with medium, I know what I'm getting. Like, here, I don't know what's running. It's upscaled 1800p, 60 frames, and then one game doesn't have that. Like, I would prefer that Sony just stick with 1800p. That's it. Going forward, everybody has to make 1800p games or 1440p. You decide with this particular frame rate, whatever you want to do, you know, instead of like everybody being all over the place. Does that make sense?
But you're missing out.
Well, I'm pretty sure we'll probably see that more. I mean, the Pro just came out. It just, developers haven't had much of a choice here. They just threw out a quick patch. Hey, listen, here's a Pro patch. This is what we got. But I'm pretty sure, like, starting next year, we're gonna start seeing more of a standard now for Pro games. I mean, look at same thing with Final Fantasy 15. They just rushed out a quick Pro patch. Hey, you got high fidelity mode. We better resolution. Fix the AA a little bit. Why not? And then you have the unlock mode, and then they're going to release a patch sometime December that will enhance the Pro a little more. And
Cheater's dream that if rumored true, 1080p upscaled plus 60 frames per second.
All right.
Wasn't that Yeah, didn't you say that there's a rumor for that, the NeoGAF one?
No, it's no. No, the modes right now are only the 4K, the 1440p, 30 FPS for the graphics, and the EA stuff, which looks great. And then the December patch is mostly for the 1080p 60 steady 60 FPS.
Oh, okay, that's in December.
Yeah,
okay.
that's
yeah,
December.
that's the one I was talking about,
Yeah.
where it's 1080 60.
Yeah, 1080-60. I mean, I will still play it on the upscale mode at 30, just because it looks great.
Yeah, I mean, when I played the demo at Comic-Con, it looked really good.
I mean, it's not a
there
twitchy game, so I don't really need a 60 FPS there.
Wait, what game is this?
Final Fantasy 15.
Final Fantasy.
Ah,
And that's 2 weeks.
Yep.
Almost 2 weeks from now. That's soon.
It's finally happening after 13 goddamn years. GG.
I know. There's leaked copies out now. You can find videos of unboxing.
Yay.
I'm wondering if it's some of those collector's editions, because I got charged on my card like 2 weeks ago for that.
Well, they did say they were going to charge you ahead of time. Way ahead of time.
Yeah.
Read the fine
They charged me, and I was like, I had to email them saying, I don't want it anymore.
So you guys broke me.
That, and I don't have room for it. So I'm just getting the regular deluxe edition.
I'm just getting the regular, not even deluxe anymore, because I bought the movie already. So
yeah.
That's what I was say. You bought the movie, right?
Yeah, I bought the movie, so I canceled the deluxe and I just bought a regular.
All right.
Yeah, hopefully this game turns out to be the game we're all waiting for, because the demos, with the exception of Platinum demo, that one was a little kind of but episode Duske, I love that demo, man. That even though that was like an earlier version of the combat system, I really and thoroughly enjoyed that. So hopefully there's a lot more of that in the game.
Yeah, from the other demo, it was kind of like that. I think the demo that you played was probably the same one that they had at Comic-Con. And I was so mad just because I wanted that T-shirt, but they're like, you gotta play the demo. It's like, assholes, I'm gonna get the game. I want to be surprised. But, well, I think that was a good amount of show that we had. Ariel, you want to add anything else to this?
Civ 6, one more turn.
Which one?
Civ 6, one more turn.
Oh, Civ 6 is really good. It's, you know what though? As much as I wanted to play it some more, I just been stuck on WoW.
Yeah.
One thing Civ 6 is just like all the other civilizations, so it's really hard to mess it up.
Oh, look at Beyond Earth, man.
I guess so, but that's more of a spin-off, I would say. One of the things which actually threw me off was that how some of the guys aren't siege weapons anymore. So when I had a siege weapon and then I upgraded them and then I tried to attack a town, I couldn't siege it correctly. I was kind of like a little upset from that.
Oh, see, so you like going for straight war, huh, Greg? I see you.
Hey, you know what? They went after me, and then I decided to kill them. And they wanted peace, and I was like, hell no, you attacked me first. I'm wiping you out.
Oh, man.
That's the law of the land. Especially that Gandhi. Gandhi's such an asshole.
That's funny, man.
So, Cheech, anything else you want to add? HDR?
I guess I'm going to finish it a little different on my side. If you guys are looking to watch a decent movie, Arrival. Pretty good.
It was good. Though I think it was slow in the beginning. I want to say that.
I was a little slow, but it'll catch up pretty nicely.
Yeah. And I like Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is better than Thor 1, Thor 2. It's one of the better movies,
It looks good, man. Like from the trailers that I saw early on, I'm like, I think this is, aside from maybe the first Iron Man movie or the Captain America's what was it, Winter Soldier, where I saw the trailer and I'm like, damn, I want to see that.
Not as good as Winter Soldier, but still better than
I don't think
the first Captain America.
But yeah, it looks really good, man.
No, it's up there. It's one of the better ones. And visually, it's trippy. Oh, it's so trippy. That's why you hear all these people saying, "Oh, go watch it high or like on drugs." So many crazy colors
Dude,
going on.
4K HDR Blu-ray, man. Cheech, I know you're gonna be all over that one.
Yeah.
No, Disney doesn't do 4K DVDs. No Blu-rays.
What?
I tried to get Civil War 4K.
I thought they
but
did
no.
do one of the Marvel movies, no?
Civil War is only in regular Blu-ray.
Huh.
Yeah, that's one of the ones I wanted to pick up for the Xbox S.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh. I was like, alright. So I never picked it up. Because I loved Civil War was great. I thought that was an awesome movie.
Yeah, it was cool.
So, well, anyway, thanks everybody for sticking with us. Sorry that we waited a whole month. And I don't think we're going to be around next week because next week is Thanksgiving. So,
and then the week after that, I'm sorry, guys, but,
Final Fantasy coma.
FF15 time.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, maybe we'll do a quick 30-minute show. We'll keep it.
Our initial thoughts of Final Fantasy 15.
Yes, we'll keep it at that. We won't go too crazy with news and new releases.
It'll be just a Final Fantasy 15 cast, that's it.
I wanted to take off work for like a day or two to play it.
Oh, I have the whole week off, man.
I had to use some of my days recently, so I couldn't. Maybe I'll take the following Monday. But anyway, thanks again for joining us, and we'll hope to hear from you guys soon. You can always reach us at insertcointp@gmail.com, tweet us at ICTOPLAY on Twitter, like us on Facebook and our YouTube channel, and iTunes.
Yep.
Alright, thanks again.
Good night. See you.